Good morning, it's Tony Gattino. We have just finished our football weekend of college and football, and I cannot say I was happy with the way the Giants ended the game last night, or what they ended at the first half. But here I am, recovering from the surgery I had now 11 days ago, 12 days ago. Getting better each day. But one of the things that I do miss, and what I want to talk about today, is an article I read in the, there we go, let me get this out of here, Mind, Mood, and Memory newsletter. Comes out of Massachusetts General Hospital, and it's the October issue. And I really like the explanation it gives to the benefits of exercise, not just to your body, to your cardiovascular systems, but how it also works in making a difference in your mental functions, in your memory and your cognitive fitness, and your stress levels, anxieties, creativity. I thought just was a really, I keep talking about the importance of exercise and then also movement. And so as I've been recovering from my surgery, I miss the movement and just the stretches I do. So I have a different routine I do. I swim 3 times a week. I go out and run 3 times a week, and I do stretching, mobility exercises every day, and I do some weightlifting 3 days a week. So I miss all of that. It's all gone while I'm recovering, and I'm just eager. So today I finally got to the point of where I did some of my stretching and movement, right? Movement. And I take a short walk when I finish with my Live with Tony. But as I read this article, it just really spells out why regular exercise of some sort, right? Bands you can do in a house. You can just go buy the elastic bands at Dick's Sporting Goods, and you can just use armbands and straps and things. So you don't have to be a marathon runner. It's anything we do is now showing more and more. So here's what I thought was really, really great. It's important to look at exercise as more than just getting your heart pumping and muscles working. Regular activity boosts your mood, energy. So your mood, right? Your mood comes from your stress levels and your mental state. Your energy levels, how enthusiastic you are about going through the day. Your sleep quality, my goodness, your sleep quality. And of course, what I've been talking about is your mental capacities, your memory, and your creativity. As improved moods after exercise is likely result. Now why? Because it changes serotonin and endorphins, which are the feel-good chemicals. So I thought this was really good to tie back. So what are the physiological changes that are taking place? And you get these feel-good chemicals, or production of serotonin and endorphins. They are not only buoy the mood, but they motivate you to even more. It has mental health benefits shortly after exercising, so bringing exercise into your week helps you to bring positive change. So I'm reading some of this because I don't think I could say it any better. I think they've really laid this out in this issue of Massachusetts General's newsletter. Just really fantastic. It has the mental health benefits shortly after exercising. That gives you more and more evidence of including movement into your daily routines versus sedentary watching hours and hours of television. So even now, as I've read more of this, as I'm watching TV, I take a half hour. I might even do my 5-pound dumbbells. I may do one of my stretching programs. I may do one of my elastic band programs, so that I break up TV watching in the evening with at least 30 minutes of some type of physical movement of one of my programs. I obviously am not running out on the street if I'm sitting here watching TV, though there are times I'll watch a TV program or a game on TV and then decide, you know what, I'm going to go run. Finally, there's more and more evidence, including the downside, large amounts of sedentary time are not good for us. So moving throughout the day helps concentration and mental clarity. Now comes the mental. So the movement, as your blood begins to flow to your brain and you get some of that blood flow, right? What we've learned in the past is our brain is using up a good significant amount of our oxygen. And getting more oxygen going through your brain is a definitely positive thing. Good walk helps you to clear your head. I know when I get into these stressed and feel these tight moods, which is why I miss the walking, and because I feel sometimes the tension I build and focus on my recovery gets a little bit excessive. But anyway, clearing your head, cooling off after an argument helps to reduce the stress levels and gives you a chance to cool down a little bit. Research suggests that when you move, creativity and problem-solving skills get a boost. And this is something I have found out through my years and years of consulting. I can't tell you how many clients I've worked with where when I had problems of learning things during my consulting day and issues that were confronting the client, the next morning when I would run, as I was running, my creativity was just flourishing. I had all kinds of different ideas. I always think of working with Homeland Security and running along the beach in South Padre Island, the Gulf of Mexico. And I listened to the challenges that these men and women would have at our bases in Brownsville, go out and run, and I'd come back in at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'd start writing down my notes and coming back into the meetings we'd have during the day, and I'd say, here's a suggestion, or here's an idea, and by God, the progress that the men and women there were able to find just from my running along the beach on the Gulf of Mexico in San Padre Island. Walk away and spend a few minutes before being active doing something else, and you'll find you're in a better frame of mind to get started and see a project through, and you'll have some problems. So if you find yourself stuck or stressed on a project you're working on, just walk away. Just do sometimes I'll walk away to the front door and look outside, open the door, look out, turn around and come back in. Once in a while I'll meet a neighbor. I'll take 5 minutes talking. You make your movement fun. That's the important thing. Any movements that you're doing. So if you're swimming or if you're walking, this is why they talk about people listening to music while you're walking. Enjoy the music. Maybe a friend, and you can have a friend that you go and you walk with, but you want it to be fun. Even moving around the house, making silly steps, and maybe you can put some things on the floor and walk around them and make fun walking within even the house. All bring down stress levels. So I mean, this is just this article's got to pull it all together. Regular exercise is associated with resilience, which supports a sense of well-being and emotional strength. So now we're building, okay, when we get hit with these challenges in our life, a bill comes in we don't like, or something happens at work, a child or a relative, anything that kind of pops you and hits you, regular exercise helps to support your sense of well-being and emotional strength that basically says, bring it on, I'll be able to figure out how I best can handle this. And there are some situations where, you know what, you hit a wall. As I work with patients in hospitals, they hit a wall. Doctor tells me I've got a serious illness and I'm not going to live very long. So what I found is people would want to know that. It changes what they do in their lives. So even getting up and moving about helps you to solve issues and or problems that you've got. If you need help into getting breaking away from sedentary time, so if you need help, give yourself a break at the end of a TV show and get up and walk around for 5 minutes, go out and get water bottles, right? And just lift the water bottles. Just do something for 5 minutes to get you off your couch or off your sofa or off your favorite chair and get you to move about. Here we go. Set an alarm when you're going to get up and stretch every 30, okay? Move around at home. Okay, now comes whether you work out once a day or once a week, the most important thing is for you to get up and move. And I've already said that to you. And every bit, here's the key, every little bit helps. It doesn't need to be, I'm going to go to the gym for 2 hours and get lost. Every little bit helps. If you can do at least a little every day, you will reap the rewards much more than moving for a few days and not doing anything. So make exercise a daily routine. It's considered as important as brushing your teeth. So link, every time you're brushing your teeth, link it to what bit of exercise am I going to do today? Have a healthy breakfast and getting a good night's sleep. All of it fits together. So if you're thinking about eating well and you're thinking about sleeping well, brushing your teeth well, then add exercise into your regimentation. Again, I thought this article in the October issue of Mind, Mood, and Memory did a real nice and really a superb job of really bringing the benefits, the serotonin and the melatonin, the benefits to us in a very concise article, very easy to understand and very sensible for all of us to do some form of activity and movement that helps our mental functions, our ability to handle stress, bring resilience into our life, creativity, and problem solving. See you on Wednesday. Have a good week. We're off and going.